going for your next act is Thomas Matthews. Yeah, so, everyone alright? All good? Yeah, so my name is Tom Matthews, and I'm the one from Peckham that he mentioned earlier. I don't know if you can tell by the accent. Yeah. So yeah, I live in Peckham. I'm 41 years of age, and I live at home with my mum and dad in Peckham. Anyone else living at home with my mum and dad in Peckham? just me then. I thought so. I thought I might have seen some of you around the house. But, you know, it's quite a small house. They call it a maze, innit? It's not a maze. That's what they like to do. They like to call things mazes that are not a fucking maze. Like the Crystal Maze, for example. It's not a maze, is it? You've got more chance of getting lost in fucking Asda's than the Crystal Maze. But like I say, yeah, I do live at home with my mum and dad, and but that means I'm single too. I know, yeah. But it's okay, you know. So like, but I don't have no kids. That means I've got no children. You know what I mean? But I do have a niece and nephew that I look after every now and then, whenever my sister's in prison. So I babysit for them every now and then when she's away. And yeah, like I say, the reason why I do it, because that's the type of guy I am, you know. I'm good with kids. You know, I'm reliable. Single. Yeah. Plus I nicked the 20 quid, that kind of helps. That definitely helps. Plus I have a fire stick, and that definitely helps. And by that I mean an actual stick with fire on it. It's quite cold in my house. Anyway, yeah, so recently I was looking after my niece and nephew, and the youngest one, Billy, comes up to me, right? And he asked me one of those questions that kids ask, you know, like we must have seen something on his phone or telly or whatever. And he comes up and he goes, Uncle, yeah, how comes, yeah? Ask him with his fam, yeah? How comes, yeah, like, if the world is like supposed to be like spinning around, yeah, like really, really fastly, then why like all the man-dems and that, all like bare dizzy and that? I said, well, first of all, well done, Billy, for, you know, getting interested in such subjects like that. You know, I'm actually quite proud of you for, you know, getting interested in subjects like that, you know. And to answer your question in the best way I can, I think the main reason why you don't feel the world's spinning around is because you're a chav. And it's got nothing to do with you or your man-dems. In fact, the world doesn't spin round for you, put it that way. So just get to bed. Now, don't ever put me on a spot like that again, basically. Like, I nicked that in the bud, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I don't like, because I don't know why. The world, I don't know why, gravity, something like that, I don't know. Right, so he puts me on the spot. So like, I'm not getting put on the spot by a kid who still carries a packed lunchbox. You know? Plus, the thing is, I come from a traveller background. Don't know if you can tell. You might have smelled me earlier. But I come from a traveller background, so we're kind of, you know, we're not very well educated, you know. So like, I left school pretty early compared to most people, you know, about 10 o'clock. As soon as it was break time, I was over the wall, do you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, so another thing about me, ladies and gentlemen, is for the last 5 years now of my life, I've struggled, you know, I've had a long ongoing struggle in my life to get on Love Island. And they won't have it, exactly, oh, yeah. And it's racism, that's why, it's because I'm ginger, hardly ugly. You know, and I've tried everything, and I mean, I've tried losing weight, I've tried dyeing my hair, gelling it, putting it in style, you know, I've tried tanning my skin. I've tried acting a complete cunt, basically, you know. I've tried everything it takes to become a contestant on that show, and they won't have a bar of it, they won't have it. And I believe it's because of my background. Now, I used to be, when I was younger, I was a bit of a political activist for like animal rights and human rights and stuff like that. I know I don't sound like it, but that's true. So I think they're worried that I'm going to go on that show to sabotage it in some way. And they'll be right, I am. That's exactly what I'm going to do. You know. I've got a plan, right? I want to be the first person in the history of Love Island to go on that show, and the whole time I'm there, just refuse to have sex with anyone. The whole time I'm there. I don't care how much they beg. How much they say, come on, get in the jacuzzi, it's really nice. I'm like, no, I'm going to bed on my own. I don't care. I'll be frigid the whole time there, basically. And then eventually, everyone know Love Island? You've all seen that show? Yeah? Well, for those who don't know, I'll explain it quickly. But Love Island is a show where they get a group of beautiful people and they stick them on an island and then they just flirt with each other until one of them is voted out. But then they eventually have sex, but they don't actually show any of the sex. Like, I genuinely can't think of, I've never seen it myself, but I genuinely can't think of anything worse to watch in the world. It's like watching porn without the porn, isn't it? Like watching the plumber just come around and do the plumbing. You know? So I want to be on that show and I just refuse to have sex with anyone. Fuck them. Right? That's my catchphrase, by the way, fuck them. And eventually the producer pulled me aside and said, Tom, what is the matter with you? You've been trying to get on this show for years. You know, like, why don't you get involved? Why don't you talk to the other guests? And I say, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I won't get involved. Because you're a chav, that's why. No, I'm joking. I won't get involved because I'm here on protest. Because Channel 4 won't let me go and come down on me. And you're probably wondering, why won't they let you go and come down on me? For the same reasons, basically. Like, you know, like they've sent me a long email saying, thanks for being such a fan of Come Dine with Me, and thanks for your 8th time applying. But we believe you're just not ready for us right now. Well, first of all, you need a house, that kind of helps. A dining table, and a clean criminal record. You know? To which I say, look, I've got a fucking house. But my mum's got a house. And I've got a clean criminal record. You know, I've got a criminal record, but it's clean. There's no nonsense, there's nothing. There's no flashing, nothing. So like, what's the problem? You know, like, you know. But no, the truth is, and I'll leave you with this, ladies and gentlemen, I want to be the first person in the history of Come Dine with Me to go on that show, and the whole time I'm there, just refuse to have sex with anyone. The whole time I'm there. I've been Tom Matthews. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.